Are you one of those who are planning to uninstall WhatsApp, or those who are totally clueless about all the memes and trends going on for WhatsApp? Well, I'm Aditi Kaushik and I'll take the next few minutes so that you can take an informed decision of whether to uninstall the app or continue with it. WhatsApp has recently updated its privacy policy, to which you have to agree by 8th of February or you will not be allowed to use the app. There have been rumors that now WhatsApp can read your personal messages and calls, and that is why many users are switching from WhatsApp to other apps like Signal, Telegram, etc. To remove the smoke around the issue, I have read the updated privacy policy, and there is some data that WhatsApp retain in order to provide us services. It is mandatory for us to provide our phone number in order to create a profile on WhatsApp, but it is optional to provide your profile picture, statuses and about. Generally, WhatsApp do not retain our messages if the message is received by the receiver immediately and that message is end-to-end encrypted. But in two cases, WhatsApp saves our message on their server. First being, when the message is not received by the receiver immediately, there can be many reasons for that. That their net is off, they have uninstalled the app, or there can be some network issues. In that case, the message is saved on the servers of WhatsApp for a maximum 30 days. Within these 30 days, if the issue is resolved or the receiver installs the app again, then they can receive those messages. And the second is that when we send media, WhatsApp saves the media on their server so that it can be easy for the sender to forward the media. WhatsApp saves our transaction and payment related data if you are using the payments feature of the app. I'll discuss it more in the later part of the video. If you use the customer services of WhatsApp, then those copies of messages and your email ID will be shared with WhatsApp. Apart from these data, some data is automatically shared with WhatsApp.
Your usage and log information, device and connection information, cookies saved on your device, and your location in case you are sharing your location with a third person. WhatsApp was world's leading messaging apps when Facebook acquired it in February 2014. Brian Acton and Jane Combe, two former executives of Yahoo, co-founded WhatsApp and were strictly against advertisement on their platform. Even in its new privacy policy, WhatsApp has stated that we still do not allow third-party banner ads on our services. We have no intention to introduce them, but if we ever do so, we will update this privacy policy. WhatsApp still won't show any advertisement, but its parent company, Facebook Incorporation, will continue to. Facebook and Google have been accused of breaching data privacy laws in European region earlier.
WhatsApp provides its services via two companies. The services in the European region are provided by WhatsApp Ireland Limited, and the services in the non-European region are provided by WhatsApp LLC. WhatsApp Ireland Limited has already given an option to its users to enable the feature where they can get customized ads on their Instagram and Facebook. But WhatsApp LLC has made this mandatory feature where the data is stored on their servers and the customized advertisements are provided. Lack of data protection laws has put India at a disadvantage, and Facebook clearly seems to exploit it. The European region has strict data protection laws, and that is one of the reasons that WhatsApp has different policies for European and non-European region. In India, the data protection bill has been drafted but is not yet passed since the last 3 years.
In March 2019, Mark Zuckerberg unleashed a manifesto. He revealed 6 key principles behind his new privacy-focused vision for social networking. Those 6 key principles were private interaction, encryption and safety, reducing permanence, safety, interoperability, and secure data storage. You must have observed that Insta DM and Facebook Messenger have already been integrated. Facebook wants to bring most services to WhatsApp. They recently added a feature called Rooms, where you can video chat with your friends who don't have WhatsApp or Instagram. Integration has been taking place for a while now.
Principle of interoperability, WhatsApp business account and Facebook Marketplace has been interlinked. WhatsApp had recently introduced business accounts where businesses can interact with their customers for taking orders or feedbacks or showing them advertisements. Facebook has a similar feature where on a marketplace shops are listed and the sellers can advertise and sell their products. Now, in a business, many individuals work and they all will have access to the conversations that you do with the business account. Sometimes business can also take third-party services that includes Facebook, and these conversations will be available to all of them. Facebook can provide you ad services of shops listed on the Facebook marketplace based on your preferences that you discussed with the business account. So this was one of the major changes that happened in the privacy policy. Another issue is with WhatsApp transaction and payment related policy. Let me take an example. Suppose you book a ticket through Book My Show. Now WhatsApp will have access to this data. This data can be used by any rival company of Book My Show that comes in a contract with WhatsApp, and they can use this data to approach you because they now know your interest and the rate at which you are buying the services from Book My Show. They can offer you discount and they know your interest, so they will give you preferences as per your interest. The last issue is with WhatsApp private groups. In 2019, a large number of cases were reported where links to private WhatsApp groups were available by a simple Google search. Anyone across the globe can join the groups, and the phone numbers, profile pictures, and conversations of the group members were available to anyone.
In March 2020, WhatsApp stated that they have included a no index tag for all deep link pages that allows links to be excluded from indexing. But even today, if we search on Google, you can find a large number of group links invite. This issue is still sketchy and is taking a toll on the reputation of WhatsApp.
You can always switch to other social media platforms if you feel unsafe. The USP of WhatsApp was its high-scale usage, because we all know that our friends and family are available on WhatsApp. Recently,
Signal app has gained a lot of attention because of a recent tweet by Elon Musk encouraging the use of this app. Signal was created by one of the co-founders of WhatsApp, and this app is very safe, but every time you open the app, you have to enter a PIN or a password. If you are continuing with WhatsApp, keep these things in mind. Don't share your bank account details or any sensitive information over WhatsApp. Don't share or save your passwords on WhatsApp. Instead, you can use applications like LastPass or 1Password that uses encrypted softwares. Check your permission settings from time to time for all your applications. You can edit your ad preferences on Facebook. You can go to Have I Been Pwned and enter your email ID. If your password was leaked in a data breach, you will be warned.
that's all from my side today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and please provide your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.